just because I know the last live froze as I walked around the barn to show you all the scaffolding on one of our grade 2 listed barns that's in danger of falling down. So I'll give it a minute and see whether any of our regulars or anybody new joins us, and then I'll take you for a little bit of a tour through the top of the barns. So if anyone's watching this later, this is the top corner of what used to be our rug and feed room. This whole corner was in danger of falling. Hi Monique. Sorry about the last one freezing. I think it's probably because I got too close to the building and all the scaffolding. So we'll just wait for a few more people to join, and then I'll take you up to the top so that you can have a look. But for now, there's the shipper, and all the stonework's finished on the shipper now. Work securing the roof on this building. Don't know whether anyone else is going to find us, so Monique, it looks like it's just you and me having a little tour round. So we'll come up to the back of the hay hole where we've got Annie and Hida. Here's the famous Annie bottom. Annie, are you going to come and say hello to everyone? It's the gorgeous Queen Annie. Are you having fun in there? Sharing the hay hole with Hida. And then you can see down here. Yes, we are back. I know that you thought that I was trying to get rid of you so that we could have coffee, but I'm not that mean. It did genuinely fail. Anyway, there's the cats' beds. They love their little igloos and all their food. We haven't quite finished off their breakfast. That's the last of their pouches. No, I say that, we do have more pouches, so don't panic everyone, they're not going to starve. Anyway, that's the rug and feed room with all the scaffolding, but I'll take you around the other side because you'll be able to see it a little bit better. How many months? We haven't got a time scale now because Edward hasn't given us one. Here's our little secret channel. Our little secret channel. It's not so secret anymore. As I say, there's more about this that's going to be shown on tomorrow's vlog, but I'll just see if I can go down here without falling in. There we go. So this little channel, if I fall, Frey, will you pull me out? This little channel goes all the way down to Bessie's barn. It's so cool. And I know it also goes underground here and goes round to a little circular area. But Gareth, when he went down there very kindly to have a look, it looks like it's been blocked off by probably stones falling through. Anyway, we can't uncover all of that until this wall and that wall come down, because there is the risk that if this is all dug up, that it destabilises these walls further. Now, they are well secured inside here. Thanks, Frey. So you can see here how the scaffolding goes up to the roof trusses. It's going to be so strange to see the roof in place, but the walls down. Yeah, it really is extensive and incredibly impressive. And I have to say, I know scaffolders do get a bad name, and you know, some may say for very good reason, but it was a really good team of scaffolders here. Just got on with it. Only upset Molly a few times as they were walking in and out of the office. What about hidden treasure being kept in there? Well, I know that when we dug it up 20 odd years ago, the only reason we did that was we were putting these concrete pads out so that we could get the carriages in and out of the barns. There were some very old ceramic wine canisters in there. So we kind of thought, oh, you know, the workers here used to go down there and just drink all their wine. It was Edward, who obviously has over 30 years of experience working with old barns. He was the one that thought that it might have been used for pigs, because it goes through to this corner, which is which ends up as ground level in Bessie's barn. And if they came in through that barn and along here and to a little circular area, it's like a little den for them, really. So who knows? Are we going to get a porta potty? Well, there was some talk about bringing, thanks Ray, the portaloo up from the 14 acre, but I do actually need to let Warings know that that's still here, because they're sending somebody to clean it every week, and I'm pretty sure it was only there for when the work was being done to put the building up. But yeah, we have joked about getting one up here. It would save a lot of dirty footprints in the office. In here, you can see right at the very top there, this Gareth was telling me yesterday, they just put these blocks in there to help secure that on the top central beam. It's like a big Meccano set, isn't it? Yeah, we could rent them, but you know what? I mean, we're very, very fortunate that Lindsay is helping us out with this, but it's like I've always said, it's opening up a can of worms. And, you know, once you start, the costs can escalate so quickly. Now, Tamara has been in touch with, Frey, do you remember who it is? There's two organisations she's been in touch with about grants. There are potential issues with that. We all know our track record with grants, but also given that work has already started, some grant schemes won't actually help you out if work's begun already, although we do have all the evidence to prove that this needed to be done because it was so dangerous. You know, the national parks have come along and rerouted the footpath because it's so dangerous. But, you know, we, as I say, we've got Lindsay and who's helping us, but you know, how far do you go with this? You know, where do you start, where do you stop? And you have to be careful on costs because they do just get out of hand. Thank you very much. They are special circumstances, but you know, as Tamara said, what an honour and a privilege to be in a position to actually restore these old historic buildings with, you know, the support of our wonderful community. What do you think, Twixie? Are you going to come and say hello to everyone? Twixie. So as you can see, this part of the barn hasn't been touched at the moment. These walls, I believe, are all secure, although there's lots of cracks in them. But you know, do you do half a barn? Do you do the full thing? The main thing for now is to make them safe, and then we can work out what's going to be happening with them in the long term. Look, you've got Twix Andy. Right, let's go see some beasties. Who have we got? We've got Nikki Noodles and Nero. And you can't all be asking me about what Mel, the animal communicator who came yesterday, was telling us about Nero, or what Nero was telling her, because I am going to share that in a separate video. And you know, I can't spoil it, can I? I agree, rules can be bent. Sometimes I just ignore them. Well, we've had to. It's the only way we get some things done. There's the Noodles. She's had her PEMF session this morning. She was really good. She generally can only have it on one round her eyes, but she managed 5 minutes on number 2 this morning, which was really good. She's managed to get haylage in there this morning, but she's got fresh sponges to protect her, courtesy of Susan, who was in yesterday. Just straighten those up. There we go. You've got grubby stuff all in there. Sorry, let me just clean some of that out. So she's still on her plasma and exocin. But yeah, she's doing well. Foot seems to be doing well. She says she wants out. Have you not got enough haylage, darling? Let me come and have a look. Hold on, let me see. Oh no, we're nearly empty. We'll go and get you some. Hold on. We can't have coffee if you haven't got haylage. There's Nero, Rainbow Boy. Noodles, I'll go and get you haylage now. Right, on that note, as Nika's demanding food, quite rightly, because her hay bar is empty, I'm going to go and move Hidra and Annie out the way, get her a net, and then go for coffee myself. Freya and I are going to have coffee together this morning and enjoy the peace and quiet here. But thank you all for joining, whether you joined us live or whether you're watching this on catch up. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend, and no doubt we'll be live again next week and we'll bring you lots more vlogs.